The move has obviously generated a lot of buzz and multiple rumors. I'm now going to hit you both with rumors that are out there. You can say true, false, or somewhere in the middle and explain
This
why so
is
that we
this
can.
is why F1 silly season's so good. It's
It's so
brilliant.
good. It's
Yeah.
so good. The first rumor, Laurence, that is milling about is that Lando Norris has a pre-contract signed with Ferrari. Where do you fall on that?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I've seen a few more rumors linking Norris to Red Bull for 2025. Norris has a
Mhm.
contract with McLaren that runs through to the end of 2024, as does Sergio Perez. You put those things together and you think, well, possibly there could be a move there. Norris at the moment is looking very good in a McLaren that is improving, but is still a long way off a Red Bull. And I think if you look at the long-term prospects of those two teams, one is significantly better than the other. The question, of course, for someone like Norris would be, or anyone really, looking at that Red Bull seat, would be, would you go up against Max Verstappen? Because right there, right now, you have a team that is, very strong with Verstappen, capable of winning multiple championships with Verstappen, and then you're entering with less experience at the team, less contacts at the team. Jos Verstappen seems to be quite a powerful person within that team as well at times. And that's a tough question for anyone who's considering a Rebel drive. But the Ferrari one, well, I think that's based also on the idea that Leclerc would be going somewhere else, but would then have to speculate where that would be. Well, maybe to
That's next. Don't you worry.
okay, well, maybe I shouldn't get too far into it. But I think the other thing that could potentially open up the drive market quite a lot for 2026 onwards is the rival of Audi, and in fact, really in 2025 as well. If you want to get yourself in position, it's no bad thing to be at the team a year earlier than Audi officially come into F1 in 2026. So I think with that becoming an option as well for a number of drivers, it just creates that extra breadth in the driver market for drivers who are looking to mix things up. But most of the contracts are in place for next year already. So I don't think we want to see a huge amount of change coming up immediately. But yeah, I think a number of people are already looking towards 25 and then the regulation change in 26. And really, with a regulation change, we've seen so many times before, drivers, can make or break careers depending on where they end up around those and the championships they can fight for afterwards. So I'll let Nate take on the where Leclerc's heading once he decides he's had enough of Ferrari.
So just to be clear, you believe Lando Norris heading to Red Bull is more likely than Lando Norris ending up in a Ferrari in the future, correct?
Yeah, I think so, and that's slightly based on them having conversations in the past. Christian Horner joked maybe a year or two ago that every time they had conversations with Norris, he went and signed a McLaren contract the next day. But there has been contact in the past, and there is kind of interest. But yeah, the question would just be, from Norris's point of view, is do you want to go up against Max in the same car, or would you rather try and take a punt on a different team in the hope that they can up their level and compete, team to team rather than within a team?
Nate,
He does have
I
a
think
vowel at the end of his name. So if you're looking at a Ferrari guy, he's got the O at the end of the name. Sounds Italian. Let's do it.
that's exactly what they'll base it on. Exactly what they'll base it on.
I hope
Do
so.
you
I mean,
think?
Ferrari, you've got two drivers without a vowel, ending their name. I mean, come on, what's going on here?
Yeah, we'll see what
Anyway,
we can
sorry,
do.
Casey.
We'll see
Sorry.
what we can do with that.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content plus live streaming, make sure to subscribe to ESPN Player.